The last two videos covering Morts had me declare that I didn't recommend them for someone new to Stalker, or people who like Stalker in general. If you share the same vision as I have, Stalker is almost like Half-Life. Given the second game taking place in a similarly Eastern European environment, and fans of the initial story concept for Half-Life 2 have noted Stalker has a very similar feel and aesthetic to that old concept. So, what's my point here? Well, I wouldn't recommend a mod for people who are new to Half-Life, where you craft your guns, spend first few game hours fixing your weapon to be reliable, and take dozens of hours if not more to get proper upgrades before you can proceed to Ravenholm. That's not Half-Life, neither that is Stalker. So the question is, what sort of a mod I would suggest for somebody new to Stalker, who is also probably wanting the game to look nicer than what's on the offer currently? Months ago, I would have just said use a combination of patch and graphics mods to handle that. But when I found out that RadioPhobia has updated itself, I'm kind of leaning towards this one. RadioPhobia 3, as it is called on the mod page, is a mod that builds on existing old good Stalker evolution mod called OGSC for short. Last time I checked, which was a year ago, it didn't have engine changed, but now it runs through the power of OGSR as a standalone mod. Quite noticeable change is on the graphics, but it also goes down for gameplay tweaks, few of them from OGSC, some of them incorporated on its own. The mod comes with a 3D PDA function. A lot of consumables now use animations, new crosshair, graphically overhauled scope overlays, fully visible legs, dynamic news, and you can toggle it on or off if weapons should be unloaded the moment you grab them to your inventory. I do say one of the amusing options is sound effects on hitting somebody. It reminds me of Counter-Strike a bit. As I said, it is built on OGSE, so not only it is a graphically extended mod, it does come up with gameplay changes as well. Various new quests and NPCs are added to the game, alongside a bunch of weapons as well. Restored content is included as well, ranging from items that appeared on sequels, such as artifact devices and consumables, to restoring dynamic blowouts, to including mutants. And I dare say the newly added mutant Garlic managed to unload my kidneys due to an unexpected change. On the other side of audio changes, and something that didn't faze me at all, I started to hear some familiar noises. Well, modders gotta do with what they gotta do. One of the more quality of life additions is an inclusion of NPC that is classified as Hunter. NPC who trades mutant parts for artifacts or fast travels you to a different location works wonders, and acts as a middleman for fast travel feature. Plus, it also gives you some usage for mutant parts that you normally would end up hoarding in base game with zero value at the late game. All in all, I dare say it is a good game mod, offering new things to the base game, but also giving a visual makeup. However, there are few things that bugs me off. First thing to mention is that this game is way too easy. And I don't mean by taking damage. I died a few times on the playthrough, can't even go vanilla game without dying a bunch of times. No, the difficulty rears its ugly head when it comes to economy. A lot of prices were inflated, but despite that, making money is not that hard, mainly due to getting a buttload of ammunition. I'm serious, This may be one of the first mods where I never was hurting for ammo to the point I ended up over-encumbering myself due to excessive ammunition. The second thing is user interface. I suppose it had to be changed for all the new changes you could edit, but would it have been too much to keep on the theme Shadow of Chernobyl had? I guess I'm nitpicking, but I feel style and themes are important, and blending them to something I have seen on other games just kind of throws me off here. And on topic about the interface, the icons. Jumalauta, these icons. I dare say they are barely readable, and it feels quite odd. Alongside these road sign icons exist the Call of Pripyat icons. All I am saying is either make road sign icons more readable, or change them entirely to Call of Pripyat lookalikes. Lastly, your mileage may vary, but HD models used on NPCs destroys what little recognition there was to these people. Even more silly given that portraits for said NPCs still has the original models on them. Thankfully, this was just as easy to fix with the mod. What little few features to say ranges from health and stamina value tweaks, which are barely noticeable, to requiring to hydrate yourself, to food getting irradiated if you are bad in radiation, and getting too much psi damage can result in you turning into a zombie. I felt like these are meh changes, indifferent about them really. All in all though, this is an excellent mod, and despite the flaws, I would sooner recommend this mod to newbies rather than Anomaly, Gamma or Misery. It is weird when somebody asks for what mods are to have for a first time playthrough of Stalker. One of those options has to be the most hardcore mod in existence, as if they have forgotten about other mods. But yeah, I'm glad for the existence of RadioPhobia 3, and hope that it could encourage more people to explore mods and or games that offer little changes rather than radical ones. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to support this channel, you can give me a coffee through link in description. Have a nice day.